Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brady accused, Xander's hunt, Chad's fury, and Jada's triumph. Spoilers for Wednesday, January 31st, 2024's episode of Days of Our Lives indicate that Johnny DiMera asks Chad DiMera to be his best man. Jada Hunter and Steve Burton's character Harris Michaels rejoice at yet another effective drug bust. Stefan DiMera provides responses to Xander Cook. In addition, Alex Kyriakis accuses Brady Black. According to Wednesday, January 31's DOL spoilers, Alex will accuse Brady. Even though Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, is doing well after her relapse, Alex is concerned about her relationship with Brady. Brady was fully aware of what to do during Teresa's relapse, but Alex thought he was merely making suggestions and saying the wrong things. Teresa is hiding a big secret from Alex, despite the fact that he has begun to feel something for her. Alex will eventually discover the truth, it is only a question of time. Brady's current tenderness toward Teresa may come to a stop if he finds out about her arrangement with Constantine Meliones. Chanel Dupree and Johnny DiMera will be busy beginning to arrange their wedding after this. Janelle intends to tie the knot on Valentine's Day. Chanel will thus receive planning assistance from Paulina Price, which may serve as a welcome diversion from her news of thyroid cancer. Johnny, meantime, goes looking for Chad. Chad is asked to be Johnny's best man. But when Chad blows up, threatening to make sure Janelle stays apart, Johnny is shocked. According to Wednesday, January 31's Days of Our Lives spoilers, Xander will be perplexed by the phone call. As fans may remember, Xander was assigned to be eliminated by the enigmatic caller. Xander then goes to Stefan to ask questions. Xander might become caught in Clyde Weston's mess, it seems. Johnny revealed to Chad at Doug and Julie's house that he intended to wed Chanel on Valentine's Day. When Johnny asked Chad to be his best man, Chad hesitated. Chad reminisced about the recent struggles faced by the DiMera family, such as EJ and Nicole's loss of their child and Dobby's transfer to Statesville. Johnny didn't understand what Chad had said. "Johnny, you don't get it. Those who marry into this family should expect to be killed at worst or injured at best. Observe what transpired with Abby," remarked Chad. When Johnny remarked that Chad was overreacting, Chad became enraged. "Excessive sensitivity? Johnny, do you want to be like me? What? Are you saying that your wife should be buried with flowers because she was killed in her own bed? It's perilous to become a DiMera, you know. We are a cruel, vengeful, and spiteful set of people," Chad remarked. Chad went on. "And we were either not raised at all or were raised by a dishonest man. Even though I wasn't raised as a DiMera, I managed to fall victim to the web. You? It was a part of your birth. Furthermore, I believe that you are far more of a DiMera than you have admitted." Thus, Chad firmly stated, if you truly love Chanel, you will keep her as far away from you as possible. Johnny disagreed, and as he turned to get out, Chad said he was having a difficult morning dealing with his loss of Abigail. Chad went on to say that he still thought that true love existed, but he kept warning Johnny. "And you hang on to it if you truly are in love with Chanel. It's really difficult for a DiMera to keep things safe, so you keep them safe," Chad said. Although Johnny deduced that Chad genuinely thought their family was cursed, he adamantly refused to leave Salem with Chanel. Chad joked that Johnny had really matured, and if the offer was still good, he would be honored to be Johnny's best man. After Johnny said yes, he gave Chad a hug. Johnny introduced himself and asked Chad a question. "If you knew everything that you know now, would you still have married Abigail?" Johnny inquired. Chad thought for a moment before answering. "Yes, I definitely would have grabbed her hand and ran for the hills. If I could have saved her, if I could have had her with me now, I would have done everything." "Yes," Chad said thoughtfully and confidently. Chanel and Paulina were discussing ideas for Johnny and Chanel's wedding at a table in Horton Town Square when Johnny walked over. Paulina showered Johnny and then left to take care of mayoral responsibilities. Chanel guessed that Johnny was bothered by something when Paulina left. When Johnny revealed that he believed they should postpone the wedding, Chanel was taken aback. Chanel called the idea that she was endangering her life by marrying into the DiMera family a bunch of hooey after hearing about Johnny's conversation with Chad. Chanel put her hands on Johnny's face and looked him in the eyes. "And even if it wasn't, I would risk my life 1,000 times over to be with you," she added. Johnny answered, "I feel the same way," and then he planted a kiss on Chanel. Chanel noted that Johnny was his own man and tried to reassure him that he was not like the rest of his family. Thanking Chanel for being a voice of reason, Johnny grinned. Johnny and Chanel planted a kiss as they leaned in close. Before giving each other a heartfelt embrace, the pair declared their love for one another. Alex pouted in the park, disappointed that Brady had not told him he was sorry for kissing Teresa. Brady told Alex that the kiss had no significance and that he hadn't felt the need to apologize. Brady stated that if Alex kept seeing Teresa, she would have to adjust to having Brady in Teresa and Tate's lives. Brady was asked by Alex about Teresa's marriage to him. The question caught Brady off guard, so he inquired as to whether Alex was considering getting married to Teresa. While denying it, Alex said that he was curious to learn more about Teresa. While Brady thought Teresa would be a great person, he also said that she had a darker side that was very wicked and wild that can be unleashed at any moment. Brady warned that Alex had barely begun to explore Teresa's depths as a person, claiming to be a living example of how difficult it may be to steer clear of a destructive path with her. Brady expressed his hope that Alex and Teresa's relationship will improve. Harris and Jada celebrated a drug raid at the Salem police station that resulted in the discovery of nearly 2,000 opioid pills along with cocaine and crystal meth. Jada gave the woman named Phillips and the man named Goldman instructions on how to keep the evidence. Jada acknowledged that she was concerned Harris wouldn't be able to stop thinking about Ava once the police departed. Harris made an effort to minimize Jada's worries. Harris invited Goldman and Phillips to have breakfast with him and Jada after they got back. Later, Roman was happy to announce that the 4 Salem Police Department members who had taken part in the narcotics bust may have free breakfast at the Brady pub. Following the meal service, Roman shared amusing anecdotes from his days as a Salem police officer. "Nobody would ever forget their time spent on the force," Roman continued. In honor of Roman and his many years of service on the force, Harris proposed a toast. To Roman, each person raised a toast. Harris approached the counter and questioned Roman about Lucas. Roman revealed that Lucas was taking it easy and getting better from his wounds from Statesville. Roman inquired about Harris's intended duration of Lucas's stay in the room above the bar. "As long as it takes, or until we know for sure that nobody's watching," Harris stated. At that moment, Harris noticed Phillips and Goldman laughing together at their table with Jada. Stefan welcomed Xander inside the DiMera home. Xander told Stefan that he had gotten an enigmatic call at that number from someone who had blocked it, asking Xander to kill someone. Stefan inquired as to whom the man had wanted killed by Xander. Xander acknowledged that whoever had called him was aware of his criminal history even though he stated he wasn't sure. Xander surmised that it had been EJ. Xander surmised that the caller was most likely EJ as he had hired a contract killer to attempt Ava's murder several months prior. Stefan said that he didn't like Xander coming after his family and mocked the idea that EJ would be the sole one to order a hit on someone. Stefan went on to disparage Xander's abilities as an underworld member and questioned why EJ would have chosen to employ Xander of all people. Xander defended himself against Stefan's taunts, recalling his previous involvement in criminal activities with the DiMeras.